Got a question from a landlord asking how much pet rent that they could charge under California law. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord War on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, I get this question a lot, but not specifically about pet rent, but it's about how much security deposit that the landlord can take. And as all of you probably heard in the channel in recent years, the legislature has reduced the amount that a landlord can demand in security in California for many landlords. Okay. Let's go off with the first thing, pet deposit. Okay. Here's the deal. In California, the law defines like a security deposit by how much security, whatever it's labeled or so forth, is considered a security deposit in California. Okay. It's anything like in advance, an advance charge, basically. As it basically says in the civil code itself, security means any payment, fee, deposit, or charge, including but not limited to any payment, fee, deposit, or charge, except as provided by Section 1950.6 that is imposed at the beginning of the tenancy to be used to reimburse the landlord for costs associated with processing a new tenant, or that is imposed as an advance payment of rent used or to be used for any purpose, including but not limited to authorized. And there's like 4 listed items that are authorized under the code to be taken, that a landlord could use for a security deposit. Long story short, labels don't matter in California. Okay, you can call it last month's rent, you can call it a pet fee, or a pet deposit, you can call it a cleaning deposit. The law treats it the same. Long story short. Okay, so general rules. For many landlords in California, you only can charge at the start of the tenancy first month's rent and an amount equal to the 1 month's rent. Okay, however you're gonna label it. Okay, that's the general rule. Okay, there are some exceptions for some natural mom and pop landlords, like ultra small landlords. That's not a technical term. It's just kind of how it's written in the code. Basically, is to qualify for a landlord being a small landlord who can charge up to 2 times the amount of the monthly rent plus the first month's rent in advance. Is you're a natural person or you own your property as an LLC, and your members are all natural people, as long as you own no more than 2 rental units that contain no more than 4 dwelling units. Okay, that's the limit. Okay, the question I'll get now is, Rob, like, does that count like all like the 4 dwelling unit limit? Is that my properties in California? The law is not specific. Okay, on that, I tell landlords it includes anything that you own outside California. Doesn't matter if it's in the U.S. or worldwide. That's the definition. Okay, don't get held up in court about that. Okay, so that's one exception. Okay, the other exception is the security deposit law does not preclude a landlord from collecting 6 months or more rent in advance, so long as there's a lease term that is 6 months or greater. Okay, so think of if you ever had to pay for a dorm room, that type of deal, they give you a little bit of a discount if you pay in advance, like you pay for the whole entire school year. Think that type of scenario. Okay, that's actually still permitted under the security deposit law, and you don't run afoul of it. So long story short, most landlords are going to be subject to the first month's rent plus an amount equal to 1 month's rent, whatever that's going to be. Okay, if not, if you collect more than the amount of rent that you're permitted, you might have some problems down the road, including there's provisions for landlords that withhold or retain security more than the legal limits. So you want to be careful of that. So landlords, if you need help with a tenancy matter, you're in the Northern California area, feel free to reach out. We might be able to help out. Put your comments, questions down below. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Thanks.